Special effects are the practical physical effects that are done in camera. A lot of people are confused sometimes, thinking that visual effects or the computer effects are what we do. It's actually a bit different. Everything that you see that's practical, everything from plumbing to explosions to car crashes, that kind of thing, we're usually involved. Well, there's really two things that I can think of for why you'd want to have an effect in a movie. One is to spice it up, make it more dynamic, make it a little bit more interesting to watch. It adds life. And usually this is kind of the bigger thing, is in the script it'll be a story point that can't really be described, so it needs to be demonstrated.
Call the bishop, he'll understand.
They won't understand. That's exactly the problem.
Everything you've worked for, Mom.
We could start off with the cabin where the father is preparing the fish.
God might be forgiving Mom, but men aren't.
There's the cleaning of the fish, which involves a practical sink, actually filling the fish full of blood so that you can see it when he gets cut open. And there's the stove as well, the practical stove, which needs to heat up the frying pan so that you can actually see the sizzling of the butter in the fish when he's cooking your fish.
It's not something I can just get over.
So there's an example right there of a very simple scene that actually has a few effects in it. Prepping the rain towers, it's a whole lot of work is what it is, a lot of physical work. It actually starts off with a little bit of office work. You have to get permission to get into the fire hydrant that you use as a source to get the water up into the towers. Once that's taken care of, which is just a small thing, then usually a few hours before or the day before, we'll start laying out the hoses out to roughly where we're going to be shooting and lay out all the fittings and start putting together the towers. The towers are 20-foot pipes typically that have special fittings that we've machined out of brass to throw the water out in a spray pattern that makes nice big drops but distributes it as widely as possible. We'll connect everything together and give it a test. In this case, we had a large area to cover. It was a crew of about a dozen people that actually put this all together.
Ready, and effects?
First off, I have to say it's actually not an explosion. This could have been a really big setup, but we didn't have a lot of time, so I just kept it simple. I took some fire logs like what you'd buy at the gas station or even perhaps at the supermarket, and then lit them on fire in an old wheelbarrow that I have. I took a shovel and on cue just flung them against the wall, which we'd already wet down, both for safety and for look.
Go? Why would I go anywhere?
That actually was a little platform that I built onto a car jack that I attached the fabric to, and I used the jack. As I spun it open, it would rip the shirt apart.
God love effects.
It was the extra, right?
In that same scene, of course, we had lots of steam and atmospheric smoke, and we had the burning barrel, and of course the breaking pipes, which is where the steam comes from. The simulated steam, because actually that's atmospheric smoke that I've got pressurized about 30 feet away under the ground and coming out of those pipes that we had laid into the ground a couple of days before we got to shooting.
Can you grab one of the ladders? One of the orange ladders? Yeah. And bring it over.
Copy that?
Thank you. If you want some help, you can grab it here.
We on a mission to go to the show. We're gonna get a ladder.
A big one?
Yeah, big ladder. So tall, it'll be taller than me.
Awesome. Okay.
Am I gonna be a subject in this?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's all one shot.
Just a one shot.
Just a one shot.
My team was fantastic. It was a very, very fortunate thing for me to have all these wonderful people come out who didn't have experience but did have enthusiasm and were really, really good students and were really, really hard workers. I really can't say enough about the work ethic of the team I had with me. It was mostly night shoots that we were doing our gags on, and there was a lot of heavy labor involved. There was never a complaint. There was never any lack of enthusiasm. Everyone was chipping in, helping each other out. That's the way a real team works, and I was really proud of them. My name is Ian Korver, and I'm the special effects coordinator on Divine, the series.